Harry อยู่ดีต้อง unmute
Oh, yeah, yeah. Luckily you informed. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me start by thanking EVG Network and my upline for bringing the science of nutritional immunology into my life. And also a big welcome to all of you for joining us tonight. My name is Charlie, your MC for tonight's weight management webinar. Before we commence the presentation, do take note that all of your microphone has been muted to prevent any disruption to the entire presentation. You may use the chat function to interact with us throughout the presentation. We also have a Q&A segment towards the end of the webinar where you can raise your question regarding tonight's presentation via the chat function, or you can unmute the microphone and voice out your question. And if you are using mobile to view, you may maximize your reading experience by zooming into the slide. Weight management have always been the hot topic. People want to lose weight for many reasons, from being able to look better and fitter when putting on the clothes, from having an easier time to move around and able to sit comfortably in public transport, from being mistaken as pregnant for women and offered a seat in crowded buses and trains, from being spared the torture of having to squeeze in crampy seats when taking budget flights. But the most important reason why people want to lose weight is to stay healthy and also feel younger. Obesity is like a magnet for chronic illnesses, and the primary cause of diabetes is being overweight. So, what are the methods you can use to lose weight, and will it be ideal in the long run? Now, let's put our hands together for Denise to tell us all about it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking EVG Network and my upline. My name is Denise. I'm now privileged to be given this opportunity to share with you today about weight management. Many of us want to lose weight so that we can look better. But how many people realize that being overweight can have a negative impact on our health? Obesity is currently a global health problem. According to the medical journal, The Lancet report in 2019, there are 2.3 billion people worldwide who are overweight. It is estimated that about one-third of the global population, or more than 7 billion people, are overweight, which means that on average, 1 in every 3 person is overweight. Duke University is also estimated that by 2030, there will be 3.3 billion people who are overweight or obese. Obesity can bring about several concerns, such as difficulty in walking, lack of self-confidence, for example, difficulty in finding clothes that fit. And often, people with obesity tend to hide at the back when taking photos. Obesity can also impair immune system and increase the risk of various diseases. So, let's take a closer look at the upcoming slide. Having a low immunity means the inability to fight against infection. An experiment was conducted by researchers which fed 35 mice with high sugar and high fat diets. And after 5 months, the average weight of these experimental mice was 37% higher than that of mice fed with normal diets. And the risk of obese mice dying from flu was 10 times more than that of normal mice. Obesity is like a magnet for chronic diseases. The risk of dying from heart disease for obese people is 40% higher than that of normal people. According to nutritional immunology experts, as soon as we lose 10% of our body weight, our blood pressure will also drop by 10%. The risk of developing diabetes, kidney, and liver disease is 60% to 120% higher for obese people than that of normal ones. So the probability of obese people developing the type 2 diabetes is also twice as much as that of other people. So they are also at a 10% higher risk of dying from fetal cancers such as breast, pancreatic, esophagus, and also gallbladder cancer. They are also 20% more likely to die from respiratory-related disease. And obese children have a 37% higher risk of developing asthma than normal weight children. They are also 26% more likely to develop allergies. Alzheimer's disease is also related to obesity. Do you know that the brain weight of overweight people is 8% less than that of healthy weight people? So if the brain cells were to decrease, these can impair memory and gradually lead to amnesia. And the person's lifespan will only last for 8 years. In addition, obesity can also cause osteoarthritis due to the heavy bodies which add pressure on the knees, waist, and hips, which wear down the cartilage leading to osteoarthritis. So, how can we determine if we are overweight? This can be determined by this body mass index, which I'm sure many of us are also familiar with. It's called BMI for short. BMI can be calculated by dividing weight in kilograms by the square of height in meters. For example, if someone weighs 70 kg and their height is 1.65 meter, you can divide 70 by 1.65 and then divide that result again by 1.65. And the BMI you get is 25.7. But is a BMI of 25.7 considered overweight or normal weight? Let's look at the next slide for answer. We can take a look at this chart over here. The BMI is recognized by both the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, also known as CDC, and the World Health Organization, also known as WHO. The ideal range for BMI is between 18.5 to 22.9. So younger people should be based on a lower BMI value, but older ones should be based on a higher BMI value. The healthy BMI value is 22, and if the BMI is less than 18.5, it is considered underweight. If it's over 23, it's considered overweight. And if it's over 27.5, it's considered obese. Beyond 35, it's considered extremely obese or morbidly obese. Therefore, in the example I gave earlier, a person with a BMI of 25.7 is considered overweight. So have you calculated your own health index and are you within the healthy weight range? If not, how far are you from the healthy weight range? Have you then considered to start losing weight? Now let's take a look at how people in the market or people around us lose weight. I'm sure we often come across ads that claim to offer simple and fast ways to lose weight while scrolling down our phone. These are the various weight loss methods that are available in the market. Some of the methods include improper dieting, high protein diets, all fruit diets, vegetarian diet, diet drugs, and also enzyme inhibitors. So let's understand together how these methods help people to lose weight, whether they are effective, and whether they will cause weight rebound. Now, let's take a look at what it entails. First, we have improper dieting. I'm sure a lot of us will start with this kind of dieting method. So have you seen people relying on just dieting to lose weight, suppressing the appetite and enduring hunger? In fact, what is lost is only the water weight and not the actual weight loss. If you think about it, after starving for a few days, don't you end up eating more in the next meal? This can lead to weight gain instead of weight loss. Once they are back to normal eating, the weight will immediately rebound. This method will also cause nutritional imbalance and a low immunity. If the nutritional intake is insufficient, it can also weaken the body's immunity, making it difficult to fight against diseases. Dieting can also slow down our metabolism, making it harder for us to control our weight or even lose weight. And it can also harm our gastrointestinal health. Going back and forth, being full and hungry is very damaging to our digestive system. And although we may lose weight, it's not the healthiest way to do so. Excessive dieting can also lead to anorexia. An extreme example was seen in Brazil, where a model fainted during a fashion show and died later due to starving herself to death. And that is why there's the saying, beauty shouldn't come at the cost of life, because it really is not worth it. Another popular diet method is a high-protein diet, otherwise known as ketogenic diet, which involves high protein intake, which emphasizes the need to prolong the feeling of fullness. So people tend to avoid carbohydrates such as rice, noodles, and bread. And the principle behind this diet is that when the body lacks carbohydrates, it will break down the fats in food and in the body to obtain the energy, which might be an exciting news for women hoping to lose the fat. But this metabolic process can lead to ketosis, which is the production of acidic substance called ketones that need to be excreted through urine. This puts an extra burden on the kidneys. Moreover, people with ketosis may experience mental fog, nausea, fatigue, low blood pressure, and also bad breath. You can also monitor yourself and see if you have these kinds of symptoms as well. In addition, meat also contains a high amount of saturated fats, which may increase the risk of coronary heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and cancer. And not to mention, a high-protein diet can also be nutritionally imbalanced because animal protein alone cannot provide the vitamins, minerals, fiber, and other nutrients that our body needs. And an imbalanced diet can prevent cholesterol from lowering. So when the high level of animal protein are consumed, the body breaks it down into sulfur and amino acids, increasing our body acidity, and as a result, our body will use calcium from the bones to neutralize excessive acidity, which could lead to osteoporosis over time. In addition, it also increases uric acid level in our body, and since meat is high in purines, it can cause the body to produce a large amount of uric acid, leading to gout and kidney stones, and I'm certain nobody wants to have such consequences. Another diet method is a fruit-based diet, which means we can't eat anything except fruits. And be careful, although we can lose that weight, it does not necessarily mean becoming slim, because often it's only due to a loss of body muscles and water weight. So if you only eat fruits throughout the day, how much do you think you need to eat to feel full? And fruits are easily digested, so you get hungry easily. Moreover, some fruits such as banana, durian, mango, lychee, longan, they contain high sugar and high calories, which are not helpful for weight loss. So not only is nutrition imbalanced and eating fruits lacks protein, it also doesn't give the necessary nutrients that we need for our body. So the prolonged imbalance of nutrition can lead to a weakened immune system. So if not fruits, what about a vegetarian diet? It sounds better, right? But this method mainly relies on vegetables, fruits, and starchy foods that generally fail. So what do you usually eat when you eat vegetarian food? For me, when I think of vegetarian food, I really like those fragrant, crispy fried food. So vegetarian food is often fried to enhance the taste, and even vegetable oil contains high calories, with each tablespoon of oil at 120 calories. And have you heard of impossible meat? It is synthetic food that tastes like red meat, and it is said that even blood can be made. In fact, many vegetarian foods undergo sophisticated processing, which adds the flavoring, preservative, and various harmful chemicals. And this food tastes delicious, but it can be harmful to our health. So, how can we lose weight? The above mentioned methods such as fasting, ketogenic diet, fruit diet, vegetarian diet are wrong weight loss methods and ineffective. So now, let's take a look at the other stimulative weight loss methods. People nowadays want quick results. They want it fast and quick, which has led to many incorrect weight loss methods. Most of the time, these methods have short-term effects. However, the purpose of weight loss is to prevent various diseases caused by obesity. Using improper weight loss methods can lead to more chronic diseases, which is counterproductive. Let's take a look at weight loss pills. As the name suggests, they belong to a type of medication, and I'm not sure you have ever used or are currently taking weight loss pills. Taking just one pill a day can suppress appetite and make you not want to eat all day. However, once you stop taking these weight loss pills, your weight will immediately rebound. And do you know the ingredients and side effects? Generally, weight loss pills achieve weight loss by suppressing our appetite. So, let's take a look at these weight loss pills in the picture. They all have the same effect, which is to suppress our appetite and inhibit fat enzymes. And the side effects they bring up are almost the same as well. So, if you have used weight loss pills before, you were likely to experience dizziness, headache, insomnia, nervousness, diarrhea, even high blood pressure, accelerated heartbeat, stomach pain, flatulence, oily or stirring bowel movements. So just by taking one of these weight loss pills, you can bring about so many side effects. What about traditional Chinese medicine, also known as TCM? We often mistaken that this traditional Chinese medicine is harmless and beneficial for our body. However, it turns out that this TCM is still medicine, and all medicine has its drawbacks. Some natural Chinese medicine can even be harmful to our body. For example, many weight loss products contain caffeine, such as guarana, which is a fruit commonly used in many weight loss products. This fruit contains about 2 to 4.5% caffeine, which is twice as much as coffee beans. And the excessive use of guarana can actually stimulate the central nervous system, causing fever and diuresis. So these side effects can include nausea, dizziness, anxiety, high blood pressure, accelerated heartbeat, and insomnia. Such high level of caffeine can be addictive as well. Most food containing guarana do not indicate its caffeine level, so we actually do not know how much we are consuming. Another one is ephedra. This is a common ingredient in weight loss drugs as well. Its function is to speed up metabolism and is also a stimulant. Ephedra can stimulate our hearts, causing symptoms such as high blood pressure, epilepsy, stroke, and even death. This ingredient is banned in the US, but many people still mystically believe that this is natural and safe for us to consume. Many weight loss teas are also made by concentrated black tea and laxative. So the principle of effectiveness is to stimulate movement in our colon, but cannot eliminate heat from our body. Therefore, what is lost is only water weight. So many of us say that we don't drink coffee, but drink tea instead. In fact, tea also contains as much as 3% caffeine, which is higher than coffee. After having multiple teas that are concentrated, the caffeine content will also increase as well, leading to diarrhea, dehydration, abnormal heart rhythms, and kidney failure. Is it really worth to go for kidney dialysis for the sake of weight loss, which eventually these side effects can cause death as well? These weight loss drugs often advertise as natural, organic as its advertising slogans, and in fact, not all traditional Chinese medicine is beneficial for our body. Even natural Chinese herbal plants have its own side effects. And there's one more method that is called lipase inhibitors, also known as fat enzymes inhibitors, and this belongs to a weight loss drug. It is said to inhibit the absorption of fats, so when the body is less likely to absorb fat, this oil can be directly excreted from our body, which is called oil leakage. In other words, you can eat and the body will not absorb this oil at all. Sounds too good to be true, right? But is this oil leakage really effective? Speaking of these, those who want to use this method should listen carefully. In fact, according to the manufacturers themselves, using this product can only help to lose 2.2 kg in a year. The US Health Bureau, along with FDA, also warns that using this product may cause serious liver damage. A study in Toronto found that the use of such products can increase kidney damage by 3 times. So think about it again. Is it really worth to lose 2.2 kg a year at the expense of damaging the liver and the kidney? Losing weight is not something that can be achieved overnight. And the most critical thing for weight loss is calories. So where do calories come from? Calories come entirely from the food we eat. So when the intake of calories exceeds the amount our body can burn each day, the extra calories will be converted into fats. And it is the accumulation of these fats that lead to obesity. So if you want to lose weight, the key is to be mindful of these calories. You need to calculate how many calories you need to consume each day and make sure to consume fewer calories than you burnt. But how do you do this? You need to understand your calorie requirements. So the number of calories a person needs per day depends on the weight, the gender, the age, and also the level of activity. For example, a sedentary 31-year-old woman needs about 1,800 calories per day to maintain her weight, and a moderately active 31-year-old man needs 2,004 to 2,006 calories per day to maintain his weight. So let us take a look at how we can actually achieve our weight loss goals. To lose weight, the calories intake must be less than the calories required. Healthy weight loss is a step-by-step process. You cannot achieve this overnight. So to lose 0.5 to 1 kg per week, you need to reduce your daily calorie intake by 500 to 1,000 calories in a diet, or you can exercise to burn off the calories you consume. So the conclusion is that the key to weight loss is calorie intake. If you decide to lose weight and not regain it, you must know the calories of various foods and be determined to keep track of it. So let's dive down at some of the common food. These tables will share with you the calories in the common food in our diet. For fast food, just a 100-gram portion of pepperoni pizza is already giving us a whopping 1,050 calories. And French fries that we all love is giving us a 510 calories for just one serving. Next, we look at seafood and preserved food. For fish cake, per 100 gram is giving us 200 calories, and fried bacon alone is already 500 in calories. Calories in meat. A lot of us love roast duck. Guess what? Per 100 gram is already 430 calories. Under dim sum or pasta, those small little spring rolls that we take are already 200 calories per 3.05 ounce. And do you know that instant noodles alone per 100 gram is already 455 calories? For eggs and dairy products, people who like cheese, per 100 gram of cheddar cheese gives 400 calories. Fresh whole milk for 3.5 ounce, the calories is 70, and in contrast, soybean milk only gives 36 calories. For grains, plain rice is 252 calories per 180 gram. In comparison to brown rice, it is 135 calories per 300 gram. For snack and nuts, our favorite snacks such as the potato chips, right? Per 100 gram is 500 in calories, and walnut is the highest in calories of 690. In terms of our sauces and spread, Margarine and butter both are 750 in calories per 100 gram, and our table sugar is about 400 calories per 100 gram. For desserts, carrot cake alone is already 600 calories in one serving, and one almond croissant is 520 calories per serving. For the coffee lovers, this table shows the various kinds of coffee that we drink daily. Just white chocolate mocha alone is 440 calories versus a cafe americano, which is only 15 calories. For other beverages, as you can see, a glass of milkshake alone is 2,310 calories. That is more than our daily required consumption. For fruits, coconut ranks high on the chart with 400 calories per 100 gram. This is in contrast to watermelon and orange, which is only 20 calories. For vegetables, taro is about 110 calories per 100 gram and spinach is only 8 calories. For the calories in oil, we can see that the calories from these oil range around 880 to 900, which is also pretty high on the calorie scale. So losing weight through exercise, is it effective? Take a look at the table. It seems like running up the stairs burns the highest amount of calories. If it's too strenuous, running and brisk walking can also help to burn off some decent amount of calories too. For other sports, ball games such as squash and soccer seem to be able to burn off quite substantial calories. Otherwise, swimming is also a good alternative to competitive sports. Let's look at some of the superfood which can give us the extra boost. Psyllium husk contains both soluble and insoluble fiber. So this soluble fiber will form a gel-like substance that protects our digestive system from absorbing these high levels of calories, oil, and cholesterol. And this insoluble fiber acts like a brush to clear out the toxins and waste from our digestive system. And they also increase our satiety, making us feel full, which helps in controlling our appetite, so we won't eat that much. And not only that, it also helps to aid in digestion as well. Some of us during dieting experience constipation because of the lack of fiber in the diet. That's why you need some psyllium husk for your bowel movement to get along. Weight loss also requires more muscle mass as well. That's why protein is very important during our weight loss. Most of us tend to believe that protein should be obtained from egg, milk, or even meat. Although these foods do contain protein, they are also high in calories and cholesterol. Therefore, soy protein is a good choice because it is low in calories and doesn't have any cholesterol at all. It is a high-quality protein source and is easily absorbed by our body. Soy protein is 2 times higher than meat, 3 times higher than eggs, and 12 times higher than milk. So it's very suitable for bodybuilders, weight loss, growing children, and the elderly. It can help to increase our muscle mass, burn more calories, and improve our metabolism, helping us lose weight easily. Next, we have American ginseng, which helps to fight fatigue, able to strengthen and balance immune system when we are dieting, as well as to nourish our liver cells. Next, we have Jiling ginseng, also known as the king of herbs. Jiling is also known as the top-grade ginseng. It strengthens our function, our lungs and spleen, so that we don't feel so tired during our workouts. And some of us think that sweating is the only way to lose weight. But can sweating really get rid of fat? In fact, 80% of the fat is excreted through our lungs. It enhances athletic performances, improve on aerobic endurance, protects and repairs our muscles, reduce stress as well as relieve mental fatigue. It enhances our digestive system as well so that we can digest better and also balance our blood pressure and cholesterol levels. It has so many benefits to help us lose weight. Next, we have rose. It helps to regulate hormones, enhance collagen production, and also maintain skin elasticity. For some of us, our skin tends to get saggy when we lose weight. But with rose, it helps us to produce our own collagen. So when we lose weight, our skin still remains firm. We also have Oriental Resin Tree, which helps to nourish the liver regenerative cells, protect and strengthen liver function, helping us to detox. Because our liver can burn fats, so this Oriental Resin Tree helps to promote the liver burning and metabolism of fat. If the liver fat burning function is poor, excess fat will not have a place to stop, and it will easily lead to obesity. And many people struggle to lose weight. In fact, this is closely related to liver. Oriental Resin Tree can strengthen the liver storage of carbohydrates to provide us with the energy and vitality, and also prevent fatty liver and liver cirrhosis. And next we have monk fruit, which helps to reduce blood sugar level, helps in diabetes and obesity, and prevent liver diseases as well. Here are some tips for safe and effective weight loss. Firstly, we do need to take note of our balanced diet and cooking method. So try to reduce eating high-calorie foods and not eat anything left overnight. That's why breakfast is important, because whatever that's eaten will be fully absorbed in the morning. And try to eat more whole grains as well. Fruits and vegetables will help to reduce that calorie intake. And one important tip is that you can take fiber 30 minutes before a meal to increase that satiety. It can reduce that absorption and avoid overeating. It's better for us to control our calorie and also pay attention to our eating order. We can try to drink water before our meals and eat high fiber fruits and vegetables. And when we start to eat, we can drink soup before eating and also try to eat slower. So why do experts say we need to chew 20 times before swallowing? Because it takes our brain 20 minutes to receive the signal that we are full. That's why eating slowly can also help in weight loss. Taking care of our body should start from young. Get sufficient sleep, about 6 to 8 hours daily, allowing our body to burn calories fully during sleep. Moderate exercise. Try to spend at least 30 minutes per session. If you're unable to exercise, then at least walk about 10,000 steps daily. It's definitely better than not doing anything at all. Maintain a stable emotions, smile more and be happy. And also a balanced diet rich in phytochemicals, antioxidants, and polysaccharides, which can be found in fruits, vegetables, and mushrooms. Overall nutrition, immunity, and health weight loss require a conscientious calculation of calories. Pay attention to the calories that you consume and always make sure they are less than the calories that you are burning. Some of us may argue that life is short and it should be enjoyed. But ask yourself, would you choose the pain of self-discipline or the pain of regret? As mentioned earlier, the main reason for weight gain is the food that we eat. However, with all the methods provided, some may find that having that extra weight is cute, and they don't find the need to lose weight. But sitting in small airplane seats can be uncomfortable, not only for ourselves, but also for those sitting next to us. Therefore, it's important to know that losing weight is not just for us to be healthy and look better. It also helps to prevent various diseases, thus saving on those medical expenses which can deliver a huge blow to any families. There's a saying, A healthy person can have many dreams, but once we lose our health, we only have one dream, which is to be healthy again. Loving ourselves is equivalent to loving your family. So don't try those harmful weight loss methods and do your best to maintain a healthy weight. Don't let fat accumulation affect your health. With that, I've come to the end of my sharing. Let's work together to prevent obesity and maintain a healthy weight. Thank you and good night.
Thanks, Denise, for providing us with the right tools to weight management, correcting some of the weight loss methods, and also teaching us how to calculate BMI, and also showing us the food calories that we eat on a daily basis, thus giving us the knowledge of what to consume less or more, and also the superfood that can aid in weight loss. Speaking of superfood, we have a sharer whose testimony is about a semi-retired man struggling with weight management issues and digestive problems that significantly impacted his lifestyle and mood. How he found renewed confidence through the consumption of these superfoods. Now, let's put our hands together for Cindy to share with us.
Good evening, everyone. I am Cindy Khoo. I would like to share with you a testimonial about my husband's weight management journey. My husband's height is about 1.71 meter. His weight used to be around 100 kilo and is considered overweight. He learns about intermittent fasting through YouTube and friends. He started on this program by not having breakfast in the morning and only takes his first meal of the day around noontime, and will not take his dinner after 8 p.m. daily. However, with this program, his weight did not go down much. He used to have problems with his bowel movements, constipation problems, and then often to the extent of having painful bowels for many years. This had affected his lifestyle and his mood badly. My husband has tried TCM medicine for about 4 years, and it doesn't help to resolve his constipation and his overweight problem. In April 2021, my husband started consuming food based on Science of Nutritional Immunology after a friend recommended it to me. He was consuming food with ingredients containing American ginseng, cactus fruits, rose, soy, psyllium husk, and more than 10 types of fruit and vegetables. Let me share with you all his health screening. In June 2021, his weight was like 100.3 kilo, he's overweight. Then after that, he has, after taking this food, in November 2024, his weight has actually dropped to improve by 95.7 kilo. After consuming this food, my husband's digestive issue had resolved, no more constipation, able to clear his bowel daily, and no longer suffer from painful bowels. His weight has also gone down by more than 3 kilo. This is not an easy feat, as he hasn't been successful for many years. I also noticed that his complexion is more refined, and I believe this could be the toxic substance in his body being cleansed daily. At the same time, he also ensures that he has sufficient sleep and rest and regular exercise every week. From the next slide, you can see that his recent weight this month, March 2025, he has gone down to from 100 to 98 to 95, and then now 94.75. It's really a very drastic improvement for him. He is still continuing with such healthy routine, and I'm seeing continuing improvement, and glad for his lifestyle change. And of course, he doesn't stop here, as there is much he wants to achieve with his weight management, as you can see from the recent photo here. To me, the most important thing is that my husband has regained his confidence, and he is now a happier and healthier person. I shall end my sharing here. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy, for sharing with us about your husband testimony. Can you also tell us where can you actually find those superfood that you mentioned earlier?
Sure. Let me share. Let me share my husband's what he has been consuming it. Okay, every morning my husband will consume a sachet of soy green, which consists of ingredients like soy, psyllium, husk, and a variety of fruits and vegetables I mentioned earlier, and 30 ml of Rhapsody, which consists of ingredients like cactus and American ginseng. Before dinner, he will consume a sachet of fiber top, which consists of ingredients like psyllium husk, banana, and orange. And before sleep, 30 ml of rosy thyme, which consists of ingredients like rose, cranberry, and Accerola cherry. I shall conclude my sharing here, and over to you, MC. Thank you.
Once again, thanks. Congrats to Cindy husband for shedding some weight and regaining his health via consumption of Elite food products. Now, I'd like to bring this disclaimer to your attention. Elite products are plant-based food which are very beneficial for health maintenance. However, Elite does not advocate any form of self-diagnosis or medical treatment. If you have any medical condition, please seek professional medical help. Now, in fact, we have come to this segment whereby it's always my favorite segment, the Q&A segment, whereby you ask the question and we actually answer for you. And I'm sure that throughout the presentation, you have a lot of questions in your mind. But due to time constraint, every individual is only allowed to ask one question. So if you have any questions, this will be the time to text your question into the chat box, or you can actually unmute your mic to raise your question directly. Let me just check. Okay, I think I saw something. All right. Okay, there's a question in the chat box. Intermittent fasting is one of the hottest trends in weight loss, and it appears to be quite effective. Why? Are there any side effects? This is actually indeed a very, very good question. So anybody from the Q&A committee would like to address this question?
Thank you, MC. I'm Darren, and I can help answering this question. So this is a very good question, which I've seen many friends try before. So intermittent fasting has become a popular weight loss trend, but it's important to understand its limitation. So while it can lead to weight loss by restricting eating periods and reducing calorie intake, it's not a magical solution and may not be suitable for everyone. So the drawback of intermittent fasting, firstly, is sustainability. So many people find it difficult to maintain intermittent fasting long term. They may revert to old eating habits and regain the weight they lost during fasting, leading to a yo-yo dieting, which can be harmful to health. So next, side effects. So intermittent fasting can cause fatigue, headaches, constipation, and mood swings. It can also be very risky for people with certain health conditions, such as diabetes and those on specific medication. And next, overeating. So after the fasting periods, right, some individuals may experience intense cravings and end up overeating, negating the calories deficit achieved during the fast. Now, example, recently I spoke with a colleague who observed Ramadan fasting, and she shared with me that, while she experiences headaches and fatigue in the initial weeks, the month-long fasting hasn't helped her at all for her weight management over the years. So this highlights that, intermittent fasting isn't always effective and can come with challenges. So recent research also suggests that time-restricted eating, a form of intermittent fasting, is not more effective for weight loss than daily calories restriction. So the key to successful weight loss actually lies in a healthy diet and sustainable lifestyle changes. So instead of focusing solely on when you eat, prioritize what and how much you eat. So make gradual healthy changes to your diet, such as not opting for baked or grilled food instead of fried, and choosing these vegetables over less nutritious sides. And be very mindful of the proportion size. So the bottom line is that intermittent fasting can be a helpful tool for weight loss for some people, but it's not a magic solution. So it's crucial to consider your individual circumstances and health condition before you try it. So ultimately, the most effective approach to weight loss is to adopt healthy eating habits that you can maintain for a long term and focus on creating a sustainable lifestyle that support your overall well-being. So I hope I've answered the question. Now back to you, MC. Thank you.
Thanks, Darren, for addressing this question and also sharing with us the pros and cons about intermittent fasting. And also the best dieting method is to adopt a healthy eating habit whereby you can maintain it in the long run. So Elite Global, right, not only provide us with the science of nutritional immunology, it also bring us for expedition trip every year. So having said that, which country are we going next? Now, let's watch a video to find out. AV team, please help to play the video. Thank you.